Hello there. Welcome to another live stream. Kaylin, welcome to the stream. What's up? No, not much. Just getting ready to build on a few new builds for the midnight. The more I can do now, the less stressed I have to be when the beta comes out. No, not the beta, like the real game comes out. I got no trash shell stopping here in the background. Ikeson looking a little green there. yeah. I'm standing literally in front of the dark portal here. There we go. I just logged into the normal retail just to see if there was like any people who wants to join the guild. And I could see those 2 people who wanted to join. But hey Kaylin and hey AK Sane. Namrap, good to see you. Hey Dwalin, just woke up and your stream just kicked off. Well, good morning and welcome in. Namrak, General Chosen. What am I saying? General Chosen, welcome in. Trudel Bear, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Nice portals. Thank you. First time chatting, I appreciate that. Who else have we had by? Deep Gaming, welcome in. Michaela, Michalicious, Sticky Fingers. Angel of Sorrow, good to see you as well. Thank God, something to watch while waiting on my internet to come back. And Blackout, good to see you, Blackout. I hear rumors, Blackout, that people say they're very grateful of you accepting them into the guild. They say you've been busy. Lala Strife, thank you for the follow, and also Bonebreaker for 7 minutes ago, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in, welcome in. Sabian, hey Dwalin, how are you feeling today? You getting better? It's slowly getting better. I'm still amazed how long time this sickness is gonna be inside me. Like it's wild. Like it's super wild that how long time this fever is just gonna stay in me. Because I still feel like super good, but yeah, it is what it is. Kato Smith, welcome to the YouTube stream. Welcome in. Megalicious Kel Portals. Avery Louisa, welcome in as well. Hello. Mohammed. Hey Dwalin, first time catching you online. Love your SBA build. Well, welcome into the stream, man. Appreciate you like my builds. That's exactly what we're working on today. Oh, we should see who got something. Oh, someone got the death charge amount. Avery Louisa, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, I haven't played WoW in like a week or so, and I mean, like, there's no. I mean, I don't really feel like there's a need for you to play right now. I would only say, like, you know, there's a need to play when the new expansion comes out. What is this? If I hadn't had builds to make, I would honestly probably be sitting and playing Diablo instead of, like, you know. I mean, I respect all the people who does content in retail right now, but literally right now we just wait on the new expansion. Please say the beta is up. It would be so bad if the beta wasn't up right now. Looks like it's up. Good. And then we change the game to beta instead. Ludo, thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Mimos, evening. Glad to see you back streaming and feeling a little better. Well, thank you, man. Yeah, appreciate it. Welcome in. And yeah, it's definitely feeling better. Mohammed, what's your guild you mentioned? So I do have a guild called Lo-Fi Paladins on Europe and US. I do personally play on Europe, but you're more than welcome to join it in case you want to join a social guild. Creativity challenged. I'd say play now in order to set up your UI, get used to all your changes, or else there might be a shock later on. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, get in, pick your character, set up your spells ready, stand in, if you're Alliance, stand in Stormwind, if you're Horde, stand in Ogrimmar, and then basically when you log in, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be ready for you. Then when you log in, it's gonna have the quest ready for you, and you're gonna go to the Silvermoon from the two main capitals. So playing over there. General Chosen, please do Havoc next. I mean, well, I don't think Demon Hunter is that far up in the list right now. Are they? Content creation. Single button. Demon Hunter is with 120, so we do have a few builds I need to do before that one. But yeah. What was that? Corbeck, thank you for the sub on YouTube, I appreciate that. Nilgnarf, welcome to stream. Hello, Dvalin, I wish you a pleasant evening, and hello, chat. Well, thank you, and welcome into the stream. Good to see you. Now we're gonna make a build. We're gonna finish Paladin, and then we're gonna go to Druid. We're just quickly gonna finish Paladin.
Drink water.
Become moist. I actually just finished my tea, but I'll drink some water from my frozen cup. Okay. So Herald of the Sun is also meta when it comes to Holy. Delete. Delete. Import. SBA healing. There we go. Nustira, evening, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, first time chatting. First time chatting. Appreciate it. Every Louisa, have you done the new build for Midnight yet? So for Midnight, there is only 2 builds right now. If you look at my Discord, you can see here, I'll show you my Discord. So if you see here, you can see on the single bottom guides, there's only 2 so far, which is Retribution Paladin and Protection Paladin. Which reminds me, I need to update here. Red. Rod. There we go. But those are for Midnight. You can, of course, import them already now into your retail Dwarven game. They will work, but they are tuned for level 81 to 90. You know, the moment you start leveling, you can start using these optimally. Time to try. Mysteria, not only in guild. What do you mean, Mysteria? Not only in guild. Frozen got changed out for K-pop demon hunters here. Frozen, huh? Oh, well, we don't actually have any merch for K-pop demon hunters. Like, trust me, if we could get some good merches for K-pop demon hunters, my girls would love to have that. But I think, you know, we still have to like wait a couple of months before we see like K-pop stuff coming out in the shops. Even though my daughters, they just actually tomorrow they're gonna go to like a party where they dress up, and my youngest daughter is gonna be Rumi, and my oldest daughter is gonna be Zoe from K-pop Demon Hunters. So don't you worry, we have it here. Stone of Jordan, now have they improved Paladin? I'm leveling 1, and they feel real powerful. The Crusade talent is awesome. Well, both Protection Paladin and Retribution Paladin feels awesome. Holy Paladin is also better in this expansion because they have changed the spell called Light of Dawn. Before, Light of Dawn only healed who was in front of you, but now it actually heals everyone around you, which is amazing. Which is very amazing. We're just gonna put back the original UI. Fimentaki, there are more changes coming next week though. Do these include anything in there? I assume as you're building them on the beta. So next week is more like just damage debuff, and I've gone through all of them, and it's basically just nerf and buffs. You know, this spell increased by 30. This yeah, it's a balance patch, basically a balance patch, as Steve is saying. The reason for why my builds got destroyed last week, this week on the on retail, was because they introduced these Apex talents into the normal game, and that changed somehow some of the coding into the talent tree, and that won't happen again. So we should be fine. We should be fine. I get so confused how important I get so confused how to import the key bindings. Well, you cannot get my key bindings with a click. That would require like an external add-on. But you can import my UI, where you would click on edit mode here, escape, edit mode, and then import here. Then you would get the same UI, but not the key bindings. Those you would have to do yourself. Throttle bear, I'm using them now already. Is that a problem? It is. No. It's not. It's not. If you're using, for example, these talents here already now that I've made, it's fine. There is maybe like a few talents at the bottom that it would like to take over of some others, but you should be fine. Like, honestly, you should be fine. I mean, also they're not only in game. Okay, Mysteria, like you are in the guild, but also here. I get you. Sorry, my bad. But Stone of Jordan, Paladin is a solid pick. Deep Loving Holy Pala at the moment, and high on my list of our main healers. Yeah, especially with the changes. I'm not done with the talent yet. We have just imported them from Archon to get some meta talents, and now I'm gonna change them so they actually deal damage when we use SBA, because that's why people would like to use my build. Is not because the standard Holy Pala build, but because we actually want to use it for healing when using SBA. So is there... Okay, there's a dummy there with a healing dummy beside it. So we can actually test the SBA and see how much it does healing. And we're going to change the damage meter to healing done. Current segment. Reset. Harry Wilson, hey, do you have a Guardian Druid build at the moment? There is one on my Discord. I think it's working, but maybe it's not. But else, I would recommend just pick the one from Wowhit. But I will have one ready very soon for Midnight expansion. So when Midnight releases, there's gonna be one ready for you when you level from 81 to 90, and when you're max level in Midnight. Because we're also gonna do Druid today. Belial, I seem to have joined at the right time. Holy Paladin. Yeah, we're going to finish the Holy Paladin now, and then we're going to go to Druids. Because Druids is the one that actually got the most votes. I'm just doing Paladin because I'm biased. You know, I got a comment also on YouTube saying, oh, Druid won, starting with Paladin. It's like, yeah, Paladin. Paladin has a special place in my heart, so we got to start with them. I'm sorry, my fellow Druids. But again, I mean, these builds I'm making right now is technically for the Midnight expansion, so it doesn't really matter which one comes first. Nestor, looking for a good Ela Shaman SBA spec for Midnight. Well, is that because you're playing on the beta right now, Nestoria? But I will also, of course, make Elemental Shaman for Midnight. We just haven't done Shaman yet. They didn't want you to get destroyed again, and I mean, Ferment target. It's not an issue. I could technically have. Jeez, hold on. That was my mom calling me out of nowhere, asking me if I want the rock they have in their living room. If I missed any messages right now on Twitch, please just send them again and I will pick them up. Only need them for buff this priest by 100% only because of... Only need them to buff Discipline Priest by 100% only because I'm playing it. You're saying. Red Mentagon, evening, good to see you. Mortinus, afternoon everyone, and Dwalin, evening, Mortinus. I have a problem with my auto-target mob, so I use show tooltip, cast single button assistant, clear target, target enemy. But why? But why do you have this problem? I mean, when I want to target another mob, I just press tab. You know, like tap on my keyboard, like tap, and then it just goes to the next target because it sticks to the dead mob. But I mean, isn't that because of the setting you have in here? There's one called the sticky targeting. Sticky targeting, it will keep, you know, you cannot click away from the target until you have found another target. Like, you cannot get away from the target until you click on another target. Saying, is it a good rock? We need details. Well, I basically told her not active. Okay, that's weird then. I basically told her you need to ask my wifey because, you know, I'm not the one in saying if we should have a rock in the TV room. Combat and enable action targeting. I guess that could also work. Yeah, as General Chosen said, there's also this one here called what is it called? Enable actual targeting. This one here basically only targets, like, it targets who is like in front of you. But I mean, I don't know if you want that. But it sounds weird if you both use Sane and Mysteria has it. It must be some kind of like command you can run to reset it. But yeah. Bully 42 and Deep Penetration. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate that. But I seem to have joined. Hussein. Palahit SBA. I never thought it'd be possible. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. It just requires some changes in the talents. And Sipkiss, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. It's definitely doable. But for example, okay, let me show you something. This is the meta talent tree right now this year. But the problem is this is not going to heal you when you actually do damage with the single button assistant, because we needed to use spells like this one here. Shield of Righteous heals you and your allies for 2,400. Amo, also thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Wait, we have to see which spells it actually use. Oh no. Oh yeah, they actually changed which spells it uses now. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. So now it uses a Judgment. Oh God. Why did they add Holy Shock to it? So now it keeps casting Holy Shock and Judgment. I really hate that they added Holy Shock to it, because Holy Shock doesn't do any healing when we're casting it. Saying my problem is that the design choice at home I have no say. Only do as... My problem is the design choice at home I have no say. Only do as I'm told and face a consequence. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, okay. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, then we definitely have the same problem. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it a problem, because that basically means I don't have to think about... I don't have to worry about, you know... which sofa we get. Okay, so that basically means I need to press 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay. So that means... let me just double check here. Which talents here do we have that can actually make you heal? Divine Toll is definitely something we... I wonder if we go with... So Divine Toll doesn't want to be inside single button assistant, but what if we go with Holy Prism? Maybe Holy Prism wants to be inside single button assistant. No, it doesn't want. Okay, then let's just switch back. Okay, we're not done testing. This one here we're gonna wait with. This one here could work, but we're gonna wait to see. We definitely need this one, so we're gonna remove that one and pick that one. Since we want our Righteous Shield to heal every time we use it. Basically spam healing. Then you automatically cast Blessing of Sacrifice onto an ally within 40 yards when they are below 35% health. This one here should technically be one we should have. Allies are healed by blah blah when you see this one. This one isn't really that important because that requires you cast blessings on them, which of course is good, but Flash of Light or Holy Light are 10% more effective on your allies and 10% more. Flash of Light and Holy Light. We should technically... You ever thought of doing GSC sequence instead? No, I rather want to stay away from that. I mean, I totally respect it if you want to like do min-maxing with single button assistant. But I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for my viewers to adapt into this. And if they really want to like, you know, do next level with SBA or whatever you call it, then they can do GSE themselves, but I'm not gonna go into that. But you're definitely not the first one asking me. Flash of Light and Holy Light 10% more effective on your allies and 10% more the healing done also heals you. I see. For once if worth, GT sequence are way more likely to break and way less easy to fix than SBA in Midnight. Well, I mean, yeah, and I have tried making add-on videos and tried to explain people how to do that, and it's sometimes a nightmare. Like, even if you if I add in like an additionally macro or something like that in my guides, people always like, oh, this extra macro here, how did you do that? And it's like, no, you know what, I'm gonna stay away from all that hardcore stuff, and I'm gonna make the easy SBA guides that people can, and then they can evolve themselves. My bad, sorry. No, don't say sorry. I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm personally just gonna not touch it. Okay, so what I did now is that I did that every time we use Shield of Righteous here, it heals everyone. And every time we stand inside Consecration, us and our allies are getting healed. Okay. Now the question comes: do we want Hero of the Sun or Lightsmith? Because I think Lightsmith technically has more passive healing. Hey, Papix. Welcome to stream. Papix. I think also it's very easy. I've been reminded a lot of recently to forgot how complicated WoW is for new players. Making a macro might be second nature to a lot of veterans, but totally for a new player. Yeah, 100%. Stone only GSC profile I've come across that's probably the best out of all, that only require one button is Obelisk Protection Warrior. I haven't touched it myself, but if we went with Lightsmith, we could have this one here, causing your holy power ability to sometimes unleash a burst. We could have this one here, which is automatically healing sometimes. Also, for each holy power ability cast, your next consecration deals or heal immediately, blah blah. Casting holy power increase. So we can also make consecration heal a lot, which is going to be fun. And judgments now cast a shockwave that heals people, even better. And when you're an ally wielding a shield above. Yeah. The cooldown of holy enlargements is reduced by 20%. Your spells and abilities have a chance to manifest a holy enlargement. Yep. And when a enlargement fades from you, the cooldown of lay enhance is reduced by. Okay. 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 Greetings, B. Miller. Hey, Rudy, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate that. And hey, Melrose. Melrose. Okay, I think this one here is going to be a more solid single button Holy Pala, because it's going to give us so much, like, passive stuff. It's going to give us a lot of passive stuff. So we're going to have this one here, which is an enchant for the weapon, which is going to give a chance to, like, every time we use abilities, basically can explode and heal. And we're also going to have... Oh, this one actually... Wait, what? This actually replaces Divine Toll? Does it also do that in retail right now? That this one here, it replaces Divine Toll? Huh. Interesting. Divine Toll reduced, cooldowns reduced by 15 seconds. That's fine. So now when you actually cast Holy Bulwark, it's gonna spam out also. Okay, cool. Then we're gonna see here. We like to have Light of Dawn, because those two can still, like... Oh, anyway, we cannot go around it. Beacon of the Light Bring... Replaces Consecration. Your Judgment has 100% chance to cast Consecration at the target location. The limit of Consecration does not apply to this effect. I see. Hey, Neek. Good to see you.
Hello.
When an ally with your Beacon of the lightest damage, they absorb the next 300 damage, increasing up to 300% based on their current health. When an ally with the Beacon of lightest damage, they absorb the next damage. Okay, so like a passive shield. Holy 30% of Holy Shock or healing is converted into Absorb Shield. Same, you hope you're doing well? Well, better. Definitely better. Still not 100% well, but it's better. Hey, Nordenheim. Good to see you. A long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Holy Shock, Holy Light, and Flash of Light critical. Hope you're feeling totally well soon. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I can't wait to like wake up and be like, oh, I feel great today. Because right now it's like, ugh. This thing is still inside me. Get it out. Shield of Righteous deals 7,000 damage to its first time struck. Okay, yeah, why not? Tipolo, found your Discord this week. First time seeing you stream. Great content. Thanks for your hard work. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, thank you for joining the Discord and thank you for finding me here. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your time in there. Trying very hardly to make the place a good place. A good place. Russell, hello everyone. Hope you're having a beautiful day. You too. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate it. Welcome in. 12% of Word of Glory and Light of Dawn healing is converted into holy damage. Glory and Light of Dawn healing is converted into holy damage. The strikes never. Okay, why? Holy Shock reduces the cooldown of Judgment by 1.5. We need that one. Because we need that one, because we're going to be spamming a lot of Holy Shock with the single button assistant. And our Judgment is one of our main fillers for like actually doing healing. So we need that. Roxy Wolf, evening from Norway, will come in from Norway, Roxy. The good place is hell, according to the good place. I see. Lay in hands, cooldown is reduced by 30%, restore 5% mana. While at maximum health, target with Beacon of Light generate an absorb shield equal to 1% of their maximum health. Well, health every 3 seconds, up to 5%. Well above Holy Shock healing to do. Light of mature health treasure is reduced by 70. While Light the mature health treasure is reduced by 70. Holy Shock healing, blah blah blah. The only reason I like this one here is because it keeps healing you for 500 every second when you're below 70%. A TV show, I see. Hell is actually a city in Norway. Well, Norway must be fell. I think we also have like a city in Denmark called something the same. I think it's because we have one called Helvede or something like that. Yeah, we got a city called. I can't remember. We also got some wicked names. Here, so mark of the second target as a beacon. Yeah, let's just keep that one for now. Judgment Critical Strike empower. Oh, there we go. Judgment Critical Strike empower your next Word of Glory. To automatically, that's not what we want. Judgment grant an absorb shield. See, that's what we want. This is what we want. This is what we want. We both have an island named Hans. An island named Hans. I didn't know we had an island named Hans. Judgment grant an absorb shield on up to 5 injured allies for 8% of the damage done, split evening among. Flash of light and holy light critical strike reset the cooldown of judgment. Nice. So I need to remove something. The mana cost of holy light is reduced. Yeah, that. Oh god, no. So okay, I can't remove anything from on top of here. It has to be something from down here. Your healing is increased up to 10% based on the average health percentage of allies with your beacon of light. Yeah, screw you. Actually, we could keep that one, and then we could take that one. And then we should probably pick Avenging Crusade as well. You become an Ultimate Crusader light for 15 seconds. Auto attack damage is increased by 1000%. Judgment and Crusader Strike heal up to 5 injured allies within 40 yards for 100% of that damage done. Split evenly among them. This spell is replaced with Crusader Strike with all active. Okay, great. That's what we want. Holy Shock refunds up to 10% of its mana cost and deal 50% more healing or damage based on the target missing health. Yeah, we like that. You're going to update Beastmaster Hunter build, the one bottom. I mean, I think it's still working. The one on my Discord, I think actually it still works if you import it. But I'm going to update them all for Midnight. We're doing Midnight expansion right now. Allies with Beacon of Light. Yeah, so basically they get healed 800 every second. I like this one here. We're gonna do like that instead, because then everyone with a beacon, they just get to keep like healing 800, which is nice. While Avenging Wrath is not active, you gain 5 mastery. While Avenging Wrath is not active, okay. While Avenging Wrath is active, you gain 30 movement speed. Avenging Wrath and Avenging Crusader have 50% more increased duration. While in combat, your holy power spenders have 10% chance to cause your next judgments to deal 30% increased damage and critical strikes. Activating Avenging Wrath activates Awakening. Hans Island, the whiskey war between Canada and Denmark. Ah, okay, yeah, that one. Okay. Now I know what you talk about. Finland is the king of the funny place of names. My fave is Serpera Ass. In Denmark we also have one called Tarm, which, you know, is where your food goes through before it goes out. You know, the part before the ass. I can't remember the English word for that, but yeah, you know. While in combat, your holy power spenders have 10% chance to cause your next judgment to deal 30% increased damage and critical strike. No, we don't want that. Rectum, yeah, Intestine? Rectum? Yeah, I think Rectum sounds like that one. I like this one here. Avenging Crusade is going to be lasting even longer. Okay. Avenging Wrath cooldown is reduced by 15%, but duration is reduced by 4.0. Avenging Crusade cooldown is reduced by 17, but its duration is reduced. I don't want that. Judgment heals you for 5,000, and its mana cost is reduced by 30. 50% of the overhealing. Yeah, exactly. This is one of the... Infusion of Light has one additionally charge. I don't care about Infusion of Light. We want this one here. Holy Light's healing is increased by 30. But its Holy Light healing is increased by 30, but its mana cost is increased. Word of Glory and no converse. Activating Avenging Wrath releases the light within yourself, healing 5 injured allies instantly and injure blah 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 blah. Activate an event when it calls upon the light of empower you cause next to holy lights. Yes, we could take this one here. Okay. This should be a build that could like heal fairly okay. Rector, my new character name, thanks. Agile, boo, this is not Prot Warrior. I paid for your Prot Warrior. Well, we're just doing midnight builds. I mean, it's not like you need it right now. I already have a way. All right, okay, let's test this. Also, the hero talent here. While in combat, apply a beacon of the savior to the lowest health within 30 yards to cause direct healing on other to heal that ally for 25% of the amount healed. Beacon of Savior transfers to the lowest health ally within 30 yards if it heals the target past maximum health or if an ally drops below 50%. Oh god. Beacon of Savior transfers an additional 10% of the amount heal when an allied Beacon of receives 20% of healing from you. Every 8 seconds or when Beacon of the Savior transfers to a new injured ally, they generate an Absolve Shield that prevents the next 10,000 damage. Okay, cool. So this is basically a Beacon of Light that automatically jumps between all your party members. Okay, I think we're fine. Let's test how much damage the healing this does. So right now I've just healed for 10,000. Oh, I also have to keep remember using number 2. Now we're gonna use our cooldown. It uses Judgment. Look at that, 50k healing. $70, $80k healing. Look at that. Nice. So every time 100k healing. It's not like I'm messing with you, my friend. I had imagined. We won last Titan build yesterday, exactly. The second number is healing per second, indeed. So now we can... Oh, okay. Holy Bulwark is the one that has healed. Why? I think it bugged out. Yeah, I think that one like kind of destroyed the entire thing. Because we could see Judgment had done a lot of healing, Consecration, Golden Path, Tears Delivery, Sacred Weapons. But Holy Bulwark always does like insane amount of healing. Yeah. I just used it again, like it and I think that's one of the main reasons we're gonna stick with Lightsmith, because it just, but it's not the healing it does, it's like the shield that just like pops on it. But because this dummy here has no like no life, it thinks that, yeah. Let's test this. Let's do a quick test. We need to see if I'm actually able to keep anything alive. I kind of want to verify if I'm actually able to keep anything alive. So we can put a beacon on that, beacon on that one. Enchant my weapon. Okay, Mr. Tank, could you toggle to stop your followers from leading the way. I have said you should lead the way. What are you doing? Come on. Alright, we're just pressing 1. We're just pressing 1. Okay, people have started to lose HP. Just pressing 5 just to give them an AoE healing. Yeah, not too... Let's make it a bit more intense, should we? There we go. Sorry, I pulled a couple of mobs for you. Just to make it a bit more interesting. Okay, a lot of healing is needed now. I'm gonna throw out all my holy bulwarks. We're using my avenging wrath. And everything is going crazy now, look at that. I'm just pressing 1, and everyone is full health. Yeah, this is solid. Okay, it's like, without the cooldown, it's like, it's fine. It's fine, like, it's fine. But with Avenging Crusader, it shines. And technically that one is on for 23 seconds, and it's only 40 seconds you're gonna have without it, where maybe you need to cast a couple of, like, Light of Dawn. But every time, like every 25 seconds, you're gonna be able to have that cooldown on and be crazy. So I think we're good. I think, like, honestly, I think it's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Look, the cooldown is already ready. I could use it right now. And now, Singapore Assistant is gonna, like, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it is fine. This is more than fine. I like that. I could see myself play this. Now we just need to actually have the keybinds in the right order. There we go. Now we just need to put up my spells in the right order. So, one of the things that is important is we want to kind of like press 1, 2, but we also want to be able to like throw in the cooldown and have it down here to show how important it is. But at the same time, we should also be able to quickly press a spell. Hey, Big John, 7 stream strike. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for showing up continuously. Appreciate it, man. We should have a lot of Light of Dawn, like, close by. We don't want Judgment here, because we already have it inside here. Because then we can keep using Shield of Righteous, which is of course gonna heal. And also deal insane amount of damage. Is it okay to press Light of Dawn on cooldown? Kamal, I would say, like, if you don't have Avenging Crusade up right now, it's fine to use it. Like, yeah, just shoot it. But if you are inside Avenging Crusade right now, you should be like just spamming 1, because it's gonna heal so much, like, to all the sides, like AoE healing wise. We're gonna have our 2 healing spells here, Q, E, in case, you know, you actually need to like do a hard cast. I'm gonna skip Blinding Light. I know a lot of people want that one, but we're gonna skip it to get a few less spells here.
Drink water.
I've set up mine SBA on Mistweaver on my SBA on my mouse. What is MVU? And Light of Dawn and MVD. Is it mouse buttons or scrolling? Seth, will you be doing DK today as well? We're going to be doing Druid after this one here. All right, learning from your gameplay. Well, yeah, and Kamal, again, remember, this is, of course, on the Midnight Beta, but it shouldn't be... It should be very close to what you're doing also in the retail, because it's the same talents. But yeah, when we are inside Avenging Crusade cooldown, we should be spamming 1, because that heals insane amount. Boom, boom, boom. We have the blessings there. Should probably put that one up there. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is fine. Still some abilities I would like to get rid of, but I think this is the best we can do. We could, of course, remove beacon of beacon over here and so on, but nah, I think this is fine. Because even if we put a beacon on that one, it keeps healing them for 800, and it keeps giving them a shield, so that's also pretty cool. Okay, cool. Mouse wheel up and down. I see. I could never see myself have I respect that you can do that, but I could never have a keybind myself there. I like to be able to just do this. Probably because I've done that for 20 years now, so it's... Yeah, it's probably more the... What you call it, Share copy. So we're gonna update the build on the Holy Paladin. Where's my Paladin? Paladin. Rox, you can't remember if you said anything on augmentation evoke. I see only devastation. I will add it. I will basically, yeah, I will do augmentation. It's just for it was just for retail. Well, for the War Within I didn't do it, but I will do in Midnight. Holy Paladin, there we go. Yeah, I use home and N for zoom in and out. Because don't want to accidentally hit zoom in and out during combat. I don't know. I like to, for example, if I do a raid boss, I like to be able to quickly just zoom out and quickly zoom in and... But yeah, again, we all have our keybinds differently. There we go. Copy, talents, boom. Dungeon delves, open world. This is basically for anything. This is a build for anything. And the picture of the talents. There we go. And then the keybinds. Like this. In case you're wondering what the hell am I doing right now, you can see here in my Discord that I'm setting up the room. Dungeons, raids. There we go. And then we need the UI. And then we need the cooldown manager. And the stats. Cool, what are the stats? Big John still throws me off doing damage as a healer. I haven't really healed since Kata. I mean, this is a... So basically this spec here we're doing right now for the Holy Paladin is something I would probably not say you're going to be able to run with for you're not gonna be able to like use this in a heroic raid or you know, any like high-end content or plus 10 key or something like that. You're probably not gonna be able to do that. First, I actually think that versatility is directly helping us with this rotation here. So I think usually versatility is the worst one for Holy Paladins. But I think for this one here, we're gonna break with it. Actually, we're gonna do like this. Cool. There we go. There we go, and adding a holy icon so everyone can react to it. Yay. So yeah, for example, Big John, if you still want to play like a healer in high end, you still need to play like, you would have to play it normally. The only healer that can play like high end with the single button assistant would probably be this Mistviewer Monk and Discipline Priest. The Holy Paladin here is more just like a fun build. So when I make this video here with the updated one when Midnight launches, it's gonna have a lot of fun comments. By the way, you feeling better? I'm definitely feeling better. Not perfect, but better. I can still feel whatever is inside me is still in there, so I'll get it. Nilknarf, I'm just glad they removed the feature that allows healers to interrupt. Oh yeah, yeah, I see that. They actually have removed my interrupt spell. That's great. So now, for example, when you do arena, you're not gonna see, well, you're still gonna see the healers running to each other and casting Hammer of Justice and Blinding Light, but yeah, it is what it is. Broxy, I brought your Mistviewer Monk to HC Manaforge Omega and it went okay. You mean like the spec? Continue as a whole Paladin healer. I hate that they removed my rebuke. I mean, I kinda get why they did it. Probably more like a PvP focus, but yeah. Dwayne, I wouldn't be surprised if melee Holy Paladin ends up being very effective even in high-end content. I hate now having interrupt as a healer. Interrupt as healer, Peep said. Not having, okay. Yeah, your SBA talent with Mistviewer, yeah. Yeah, because the Mistviewer one is fantastic. Like, that one is like, it just works. And I mean, that's not credits to me, that's just how Mistviewer works. It's just fantastic for... but of course, with the build that we have made it a little more simplistic, you know. It has a bit more like many talents that focus on it. Okay, I think we've... Oh no, wait, I need to do the cooldown manager. I wonder if I even should do these cooldown managers or if people actually import them. I don't even know if people import these. Hey, Mr. Sorrow, welcome in. Thank you. Evening, Dwalen, a little late, but a little late, but better than that never. Yeah, sorry, I was reading that right. Appreciate the gift, Investor. Sorry, thank you. You don't have to gift every time you get in. I mean, I appreciate it. Like, I love the gifts you're giving me, but you really don't need to feel obligated for that. It's gonna be a very expensive trend for you. But I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Highly appreciated. Avenging Crusade is definitely something we want to track. Yeah, I don't even know what I want to track else. Like this. Master Blaster. I'm glad we don't have interrupts anymore. Make the DPS responsible, because before they wouldn't do it at all. I guess don't do this on one time and we wait for where is my CDM. Yeah, that's also what I'm like thinking. If I suddenly stop doing it, people will be like, where is it? I'd want them to give interrupt to the cleans treatment, where it doesn't cleans interrupt anything. There's no cooldown. Can you tell me again how you got to that screen? So basically, escape, options, gameplay enhancement. Scroll down to the one here called advanced cooldown settings. That's where. And now we have inserted the right one. Cool. That was Paladins. Now it's time for the Druids. Before they start a riot. But it was sorry again, thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Chisco Wolf, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome. Sorry, don't have to, but not making a dent in the account, and you deserve it. Well worth the bucks it cost. Well, thank you, sorry, appreciate it. Should we start with Resto Druid? Because usually I always have that one as the last one. So I think today we're going to start with the Resto Druid. Today we start with the Resto Druid. Nilgnar main Druid since vanilla. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we got Wildstalker and we got Keep of the Grove. Keep of Grove is probably going to be the one we're going to go with, because Keep of the Grove is actually when Grove Guardians to someone, they grow near petals and you target healing up to... It's basically you press one time these Grove Guardians to come up and they do tons of healing. But when do they actually come? Casting Swiftman or Wild Grove summons Treants. Oh, they changed it. So now you actually have to cast Wild Grove. Oh. Oh, that's a bit bummer. Because that means in the Singapore rotation we need to cast... I liked before that we had like a cooldown where we could just like boom. And then you had 3 or 4 of them. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's see what the meta build looks like on... Resto Druid is actually the highest meta list right now, healer. Okay. So if we import SBA healer Druid. You can also... Yeah, true. Yeah, true, it's... Elvanio, welcome in, sorry, I didn't see you say hey. You can also get the cooldown settings through the edit mode. Right-click the cooldown manager, went down to edit mode and click the same button. Oh yeah, valid point. Yeah, Life Bloom summons Efflorescence and Swiftman summons Treants. Oh yeah, that's true as well. But that's only if it's been talent, right? This one here. A Florence healing increased by 25 now and it automatically grows beneath your Life Bloom target. Yeah. But you can still like run out of it, but... Yeah, okay. You can also keep on the cooldown manager. Really? Kamal, I do the import cooldown manager. Okay, good to know. I'll keep it. I don't have the experience playing most classes. Douglas. I'm welcoming Douglas. I don't have the experience playing most classes and builds that you do, so second guessing your cooldown selections would be silly. For once I play to a lot I'll tweak them if needed. Shame we can't import keybinds if you've seen to have great starting point. Well, I mean, worst case is you can always look at the picture I have on my Discord and you can always keybind themselves, you know. So yeah. Holy chocolate rain, that voice. Can you say chocolate rain? Hey, Slip. I love chocolate rain. I remember that one. Good one. Welcome in, Slip. Welcome in. But Douglas, we technically can import keybinds. I would just need like an add-on called, I can't remember the name of it, but I don't like it because it takes all my keybindings and import it into your game. So even my map and everything else I have that is a bit weird and it's only like a me situation, it just like it just changes everything. Yeah, I was not thinking about BindPad. I was thinking about another one where you can like even export settings and stuff like that. Rogue Taco, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate that. Jucha, welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, so the key to play a single button assistant Resto Druid, my slot, exactly my slot. Throttle Bear, need to go. Thanks for the SBA. Looking forward to see the Balance Druid. Yeah, for sure. It will be soon on the Discord, probably. But yeah, it was my slot, Deep Gaming. So the key to doing damage and healing as a balanced druid using the single button assistant is that we need to have this talent tree here called Dream of Scenarios. Wrath and Shred transfers 100% of the damage, and Starfire and Swipes transfers 50% of the damage into healing onto a nearby ally. This effect is increased by 200 while Call of the Elder Druid is active. So we have Call of the Elder Druid is this one here. When you cast Star Search, Rake, or Shred of Frenzied Regeneration, you gain Call of the Elder Druid for 15 seconds, once every 1 minute. So basically, every time we cast Star Search, Rake, Shred, or Frenzied Regeneration, it goes into like a mode where for 15 seconds we're gonna be healing double from our damage, and that means we actually need to have Star Search. I personally prefer having the cat form healing, but the problem is, you can see here, if I add single button assistant here, let's go into cat form. If I do this and I go here, it will already now go out of the cat form by using a Moonfire, which is like, okay, fine, we're gonna just put it down now. Oh no, wait, now it uses Wrath. Oh, okay, but when does it go into cat form then and start using, you know? Oh, okay, now cool, now Red, and then it, oh, Moonfire. Okay, it went out again. So it doesn't know how to do cat viewing with the single button assistant, which is annoying. Unless there is a talent that can tell it to use Moonfire inside cat form, but I don't think we have that. Damaging or healing while in cat form increased by blah blah. Yeah, I don't use SBA with Resto Druid at all. Well, yeah, exactly. Like if you're playing a Resto Druid with the Feral Druid, like with the cat thing, then you cannot do it. But that's why my build is using instead the Moonkin one. We're gonna be using Moonkin form. Moonfire. But if Blizzard they just added one talent that would allow us to use Moonfire inside cat form, then it would work. But it doesn't. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say goodbye to Rake, Grievous, Rip, and we're gonna take Starfire, Star Surge, and Moonkin. We're not gonna take Sunfire because Sunfire doesn't give us any healing. Yeah, they removed that, yeah. Lovely. We're not gonna take Sunfire because Sunfire would just add additionally keys into the single button assistant, which would just increase like when it would actually stop using it would stop healing because if we don't heal from Sunfire. And also we're gonna remove Swipe because Swipe is not gonna give us anything at all. Wrath Star Surge Starfire deals 5% more damage. We like that because the more damage Wrath does, the more healing it does. Slib, returning player here, started in Shadowlands, found you through your single button unholy video. Great stuff, I'm totally looking for easy meta DPS. That power, exactly. That gaming, I like it. If you look at the meta list right now, for example, for the beta, Unholy Death Knight is, for example, right now the only S-tier melee spec we have right now. But then if you go down to A tier, you have like a lot of other cool specs, like Survival Hunter, for example, is also doing really well. You've got Fellow Druid, Outlaw Rogue, Sub Rogue, Furry Warrior. So you should be pretty good, like with many things. But if you are into Unholy Death Knight, then I think it would be worth sticking to it. Okay. So, okay. Physical damage and armor increases, so that's fine. Can we get rid of Frenzied Restoration? I really don't really want to have Frenzied Restoration, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's a cool self-heal. Let's just keep it for now. Let's just keep it. While in cat form. No, we don't want anything to do with a cat form. And there we go. Cool, and this one here, very importantly, we don't want to deal 25% more damage with physical abilities. We want to deal 25% more damage with magical damage. Moonfire and Sunfire damage increase by 10. We don't care about that because Moonfire and Sunfire doesn't heal. Trigilla, how is Red Palette looking? Very nice. Like, well, I mean, meta-wise, they are in B tier right now, but I wouldn't, you know, put your horses on that, or what you say, put your money on the horses for that, because there's coming a very big patch for like some balance changes here on Wednesday and Tuesday, so everything could change after that. What are your thoughts on Devour Demon Hunter? I think Devour Demon Hunter is gonna be, they're gonna make sure that the spec is gonna always be in the top because it's a new spec. They want people to play it. So personally, I think it's boring to play Devour, but yeah. Anyways, sorry. What are you saying? Awesome to for the balance patch, or what were you thinking? Kamel, how is Frost Mage on the tier list? Well, I mean, I can send you the link in case you want to see it. It's the only website really that makes a tier list for like the beta. It's quite interesting because everything changes on this list here, changes every single day. Like it changes all the time. But you can see the list there. But Frost Mages is on A tier, and Arcane is on S tier. But that link I just sent you is the list right now on the beta, so in the midnight. Quite interesting. Boring but easy, or boring and tricky? Boring and easy maybe. Like I don't mind easy specs like Fury Warrior and Red Pala. It just we are casting a lot of that Devour spell. Like I can't remember the name of it, but it just keeps casting that same spell over and over and over and again. Then we go into Metamorphosis. Then we use the 2 other spells. Then we go out of Metamorphosis and yeah. I just don't like the way they have made that spec. I usually try not to play too much meta because it's off-putting, as people want to play push full fuse to invite anything that isn't meta, which creates a kind of elitist mindset that I'm against. Well, I follow you. Like, I just find it funny. You know, okay, I play the class and spec in the game that I personally find fun. So, you know, I'm gonna go with Retribution Paladin because I like the entire Crusader theme. Like, I'm a huge Paladin freak. I love the entire, you know, I'm a huge Paladin with my 2-hand sword and I have my cape on and, you know, justice, blah, blah, blah. That's what I like to do. Like, I'm just like a Paladin freak. But it's always fun for me to open the meta list and see how good am I. Okay, I'm actually in the top right now. Not bad. But I don't pick the class from the meta. I pick the class and then I look at the meta. You know what I mean? Kenny, Deuce Vult. Isn't that like a term that means God will it? Was that because I was saying Paladin? Deuce Vult. I don't even know how to say that. God wills it. God wills it. Yeah, exactly. Raktu, by the way, hello. Hey man, great to see you survive the main flow. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I am here. Troy, same here, going with Pally after being an elemental shaman for the last 6 years. Oh, really? Why the change, Troy? Is your shaman not gonna be sad? Sad shaman. Rip and Rake damage has a chance to cause Bloodseeker. See, so this only works if you actually are using Feral Druid. So we can't even use this talent tree, so go away. Your maximum mana. Your Grove Guard is increased the healing and regeneration, blah 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 blah. Let's just take 2 Swiftmen, blah blah. Wrath and Starfire damage is increased by 10. We like that because the more damage our Wrath deals, the more healing we do. Every 5 regrowth, you can't, blah blah blah. Time elapsed, Stream Search heals 1 additional ally. Your Grove Guardian's healing is increased by 30. Sure, why not? Roxy, yeah. At the end of the day, it's a game and you have to enjoy the time you spent playing. And playing something you don't really enjoy and like for the sake of big numbers and meta mindset is what I'm against, if that makes sense. Totally, I get what you mean. Mortinus, when you have a Prod Pally, Holy Palla, and Red Palla in a group, it's just full Deuce Vult. Yeah, classic Crusader shout. Use the literally crusades. It's Latin. I see, okay. And that's the thing, like if I watch a movie, like if I see a Paladin, a Crusader, something like that, I'm like, oh my god. And if I open up Diablo, like Diablo 4, and I saw when I saw we got Paladins in Diablo, I was like, oh my god. Hey Spider-Man, good to see you. Howling Dog, shouldn't a Danish Paladin be called Holger? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess he was like he was at the Christian time. If you're thinking about Holger, is it Holger Danske? What the hell is he called? Yeah, Holger Danske. Holger Danske. Is a legendary cultural hero, a mythical protector of Denmark, set to sleep in the casemates beneath Kronborg Castle and awake to defend the nation when it's threatened. Blah blah blah. Popularized by H.C. Andersen and originated from the medieval French tales as a warrior of Charlemagne. I see. Stone of Jordan. I choose a class that's going to look good in transmog. As much as I love Torrent, I can't find a good transmog for them. When you say a class that looks good in transmog, because I mean, warriors can be any race in the game. Holger Danske, Harald Blåtand, og så videre. Yeah, I guess the time, you know, because if you go to long back, they would still worship Odin and what is it called? Odin and Thor, Norse, and then of course a little bit later they became Christian. Shredrake and Skullbash can be used in any form. Wrath and Starfire shift you into moonkin form. Yes. Now we just need to get this one here, which actually heals us. So we are going to lie. Your periodic heals on a target with life bloom have 8% chance to cause it to bloom. I think it's class race combo. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but now we worship the flying spaghetti monster. Time changes. True. Good spaghetti monster. Yeah, Maga Orga like the look and have a great heritage armor. We can apply regeneration twice. I think we're gonna take that one off. For each regeneration, you have active regrowth. Yeah, I'm gonna take that one off as well. And for every cast of Swiftman, grant your inclination of. Well, okay, that's fine. We actually just need these two talents here. That's everything we need. Cool. Now, let's see the fun. Now we can go to my standard UI. The single button assistant is going to use Moonfire, Starfire, Star Search, Wrath. And if we activate the healing meter, toggle on to have the damage meter or reset all the values every time you enter new instance. Yeah, that's very neat. Nice, thank you for adding that. Okay, so look at this. Healing done. So now we just activated Call of the Elder Guardian. And now boom. Oh, and of course it doesn't have the button here. Deep, I'm ducking out for a bit, left you a surprise in the Discord. Night All left me a surprise in the Discord. Oh god, no. Well, thank you for being deep. Appreciate it as always. I'll see you next time, man. How do we get to we need to get to Silver Moon, because I need to test the damage over there next to the NPC. Well, actually, we could just join a follower dungeon. That would probably be easier to test, like we did with the yeah, just like we did with the Holy Paladin. What kind of items do I have on? Oh, I don't have any weapons. Why do I don't have weapons? Well, never mind. I'm just saying if same here. Wanted something different. Shaman is my first alt this time around. I see, okay.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw their home and their bond away. If we can calm the spirits here, maybe they'll return.
So now I should be able
The Ranger General was sharp and steadfast.
to just spam SBA like this, and it's gonna heal a lot. Can I somehow... No. Okay. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. Can't really complain about that. Then we could have, like, you know, screw up buttons like convoke and... For example, if I use Wild Growth, then it actually summons that little tree there.
Yes, me lord.
Like, it's... Like, don't get me wrong, it's fine, like, it works. Okay, my main will be Paladin for 30 minutes from 7 to 80. You just decided that now, Stone Jordan. Le Crapriol, hey Dwallin, how are you? Too excited for the Enhancement Shaman update. Enhancement Shaman are good, like it's really become a good spec here in the new expansion. The damage I receive myself is insane. Sane, just failed in a mythic +7. Now rethinking my path as Discipline Priest. Like, Discipline Priest is a fun healer, but it's hard. It's really hard. It's not one of those where you sit down and think, hey, I'm gonna have an easy time. I'm just gonna, you know, have an easy time and, you know, play. That's not Discipline Priest. Oh, hey, Mars. Welcome in, Mars. Hope you're doing well. Like, one of the healers where you usually, like, join a dungeon and you think it's gonna be easy, that would be something like a Holy Priest. You should try Holy Priest. I really like the new changes they have gotten. Yeah, not the face roll, that's kind of what drew me to it, but then again, it just slapped me into the face. Yeah, if you have a game also where your team really don't want to, like, stay close to you and spread out and blah blah blah. How are Holy Priests now? I love Holy Priests in this expansion. Basically, let me show you something quickly. Let me show you something. Oh, let me tell you something. Holy Priestess has received something new, which I am loving. What is your opinion better, Holy Priest or Holy Pella? So I would say it this way: if you wanna, like Mars, if you wanna have a good time and just relax, then you're gonna go with Holy Priest. If you wanna have a little bit harder time, but be more upfront, closer to the team, and be like a protector, then you go Paladin. But it's gonna be a harder time. So basically, Holy Priest here. My go-to healer is Holy Priest usually. Pella go broken after TBC for me personally. Like, Holy Paladin has gotten some really, really nice changes in this new expansion here, especially with the AoE healing. I need to blow my nose. Give me 2 seconds, but let me show you here. So basically, we have got this new, well, we already had Oracle as a Holy Priest, but now what Oracle does is here instead, Prayer of Mending gain an additional charge. So basically now, Prayer of Mending has 2 charges, and you have tons of things here that cast additionally Prayer of Mendings. Before, Oracle was the shitty thing here where you had to keep like switching a buff out and in and stuff like that. Really bad, really didn't was fun. But now, when you use, for example, here, Prayer of Mending on yourself, it gives you 7 charges, and it also gave this person over here 4 charges. And this one here, boom, 7 charges again, and then 4 charges to myself. That's basically 7, 7, 4, 4. You know, 4, 7, 4, 7. I'm trying to be funny here. But basically, it's so many Prayer of Mendings you're going to have. Like, so in a dungeon, everyone in your group is... And what is Prayer of Mending doing now? It's the little buff on your target. Every time they take damage, they heal. Say you got it. Basically, it's the same thing. Yeah, it basically it's a buff on you, and every time you take damage, it will jump off you to another one, and then when they take damage, it will jump to another one. But basically, you're gonna have Prayer of Mending on everyone in your party, and a lot of stacks. Like, it's gonna look insane. It's just gonna like jump around to everyone, like, you know, like it just like jumps around, like it's insane. So yeah, so Holy Priestess can really have an easy time in Midnight if they want to go the Oracle way. Except it heals for dog. I mean, it heals for like 3,000, and it can leave like a few different things behind you and put on your targets and stuff like that. But it's still fun playstyle. Okay, got it. And playstyle wise, you're gonna have your Apex talent, which is sometimes convert your holy healing, or I can't remember, flashlight, whatever it's called, into like a very big AoE healing. Renew still there? No, Renew is a passive now. Told my son he can't play WoW in WoW, and he says 6-7 all the time. That is my kids luckily is not old enough for that trend, so they don't even know what that is. No, I hope it will be left in 2025. Griffins, Dwalin, lol, as you said. Wait, I have to blow my nose now. That's exactly what I was doing. Well, I'm glad we both have to do that, because I also need to do that, because I don't have any paper here. And soon I will be dripping with snot in my mouth, which is not very pleasant, if you know what I mean. My 17 and 90 taught it to my bloody 2-year. Oh. That sounds nice. Yeah, Ilvanio, as it says. Enjoy that time. With a kid, 2-year-old kid saying 6-7. Oh, be right back. Oh shit, sorry for that. Thank you, Zane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I was reading up Roxy's comment. My bad, sorry. My bad, my bad. But Roxy, I was reading up your comment, and I was saying, so when the price actually is 6-7, does people then start dancing in front of you? Yeah, I was muted. I was muting because I was like coughing, and then of course I don't unmute. God damn it. Hello, as a newbie player in WoW TPC, is it worth to start as a hunter? I mean, I don't know too much knowledge. I don't have too much knowledge about what is good in TPC, but I know warrior and hunters are doing insanely well over there. So it sounds like hunter and warriors is just like meta prime over there right now. Okay, so talent wise, we kind of want to have. Yeah, but we don't really want half the wild because that cannot be used while. Yeah, why not? I see Mars. Very cute. Has the best teachers. They have done well. It's not cute. I mean, it is, but it isn't. No, I follow you. I follow you. Sub-Zero. Hey, Sub-Zero. Why can't you just do what's up? Yeah, that was a good one too from Scary Movies. What's up? Swiftman. Okay, so we basically can do like that. And this. And we can do like this. So both these two spells here is gonna summon like a... Okay, so we're gonna keep it like this, because both these two here can technically summon a tree. Which is good. Which is very good. Gonna remove that. And that. And we're just gonna change action bars. What was I looking for? Let's move that one. Roxy, oh my god, I need to remember the next time they say 6-7. I'll go, yeah, I said 6-7. 6 is afraid of 7 because of 7-8-9. Because 6 is afraid of 7 because of 7-8-9. Wait, what? I am trying to understand that one. 7-8-9. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, okay. I see. I think the 6-7 was a periodic table thing. Well, it was periodic, but it still hasn't phased out yet. Not yet, at least. Natural swiftness. Can we actually get rid of that? We can't. God damn it. Mark of the Wild. Soothe. No, we need to have Soothe. Damn it. Yo, is that a Resto Druid or you setting up? Chakaman? Yeah. Yeah, we're doing a Resto Druid. We're doing Resto Druid. And of course the build I'm doing for Resto Druid is gonna be focused on doing damage for healing. General Chosen, you gonna go bad? Thank you for stopping by, General. I'll see you next time.
Drink water. Become
Come.
moist.
Okay, that should be all the important spells we need down. Work. No problem, Joy. We'll appreciate it. We could put Convoke up. I mean, Regrowth is a nice spell. I do agree with that. Like, it heals a lot, but where should we put it? X-Wolf Shadow, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate that. Where should we put it? Because we like Wild Growth because it summons a tree. We like Swiftman because it summons a tree and sometimes also a druid or dryad. Life Bloom is great as well because it gives us this passive healing thing. I'll guess we're just gonna do it like this. Yeah. Again, not a very efficient, super efficient like spec. Well, I mean the heat like Resto Druid is really good in itself, but this spec here is a bit. It's fine, like for low content, solo playing, stuff like that, it's fine, but else than that, it can be a bit weird. There isn't really like any cooldowns that it has. Hubstar, did they update this past Tuesday also break the cooldown manager imports that you had included with your SBA builds? I think those are fine. I think. I haven't heard anyone report anything on those. I think they're fine, but I cannot confirm. It's pretty much the only thing we've run. Okay. Cool. Spec done. Spec done. Russell, we're supposedly getting some logic update to the SBA next patch on the 17th. Oh, that's great. Because I know a few specs where, for example, like Demon Hunters, they have a few spells that would be nice to be put into the SBA, so I'll see if, I'll test out if something becomes better. Yeah, let's move up the Resto Druid one. And then I'm gonna update the guide for that one. Right. So we're gonna take this. Resto Druid SBA guide. The green check mark. Roxy, Paladin question. Any specific reasons you have 3 blessings on QER? Is that for the holy spec? Let me just look at red tree, 2 seconds. Let's just get up my Discord. No, not at all. Only because, you know, there just isn't more spells. Like that's all the spells this spec has. So if I didn't put the spells there, I would put them on. You know, it could also be in shift 1, 2, 3. But I like to have crowd control on shift 1, 2. So no, nothing particular reason for why this is how it's made. Sharpshooter UK and Dragonol, thank you for the follows. I appreciate that. Welcome in. And Patrick, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wait, what? Why is this not saved? Oh, okay, now it is. SBA healer. Copy to clipboard. Talents. Dungeons. Raid delves. Ah, goddammit, I forgot to take a picture of the talents. Sub-Zero. Appreciate the 5 biddies. Highly appreciated. There we go. There we got the talents. And then we need the key bindings. Look up at the sky. That's the key bindings. And then we need the UI. And then we need the cooldown manager. And I already have done that one. Where is it? There. Copy. And we need the stats. What are the stats? Intellect, haste, It's actually mastery. And then crit is the worst one. There we go. And then add the rest icons, each of them. So people can press them to feel good. Button, 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 button. Hey, look at that. Fantastic. Alright, I guess we should do a balance druid. You are in combat. Why am I in combat? I'm not in combat. Nasrapji, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. And ST Patrick, thank you for the follow as well. Can I... Why don't... Leave combat, please. Oh, God. Can this one here... stand? Dance? Yeah, why not? We're just gonna do balance druid now, because I know balance druid is usually a very important, like, popular one. I've run into the same issue in beta. I had to log out to get out of combat. Yeah, I think it's also happened for me a couple of times. Archon, beta, mythic. This seems... Dertexo, thank you for the follow. What is going on with all these followers? Has someone sent your... Or did you just randomly find the stream? That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 follows. Now Bonessa, well, what is going on? Has someone said to... Or is it just randomly you guys find it? Well, I appreciate all the follows. Thank you for that. Bonessa as well, and the Texo. Nasrapji, you're welcome. Fellow Danes must stick together. Just jumped on to... Just jumped on. Wish you could rest of your stream. I'm off to bed. I'm on your Discord, but forgot you to join your stream and give a follow. Well, Nasrapji, thank you for that. I appreciate it. My fellow Dane. Well, thank you for stopping by and following. I'll see you next time. And Avery Louisa, what have you done? Avery Louisa is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the Violence community. They have gifted a total of 5 in the channel. Well, Louisa, that is very, very kind of you. I know that is... Giving 5 subs like that isn't like, you know, free to do. So thank you very much for that. Really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Really thank you so much for that. And congratulations to all the 5 people who got like a sub now. You basically can watch without ads now, which is quite nice. Who got one? Rebel Katie, Bookie, Captain Peanut Butter, Viking, and Damia. Well, congratulations with the subs. And again, Ariel Louisa, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Aristos, I was watching on YouTube, went here to follow because it is weirding you are out. well, thank you. Exactly. I was like, and still now we got Aristos. Thank you for the follow. Big Slam and Vanguard. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. Highly appreciate it. Highly, highly appreciate it. I was just like, where does all those follows come from? Is it because someone was talking about me on another stream or something like that? But I guess it's a chain reaction, right? Like, you know, when someone follows, then someone maybe else follows as well. But I highly appreciate it. Vanguard, you got it. You got it, my man. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, you just followed as well. Vanguard, thank you so much for the follow. Highly appreciate it. Just gonna go into modern UI to see all the spells. Michaela, how close to full time are you now? Well, I mean, so, Michaela, like if I was a content creator who lived in a small apartment, you know what I mean, like a 2-room apartment, no car, maybe 1 car or something like that. I think like it would be pretty close to be able to be like, you know, a full-time content creator. And Slip64, I do have a guild. In case you're interested. So then I would be very close, but Michaela, that's not the case, because the thing is, like, you know, I'm a gamer dad. I have 3 kids, which I need to feed, and I got a house, like a house, and 2 cars, because me and my wife have to like drive to each our like jobs and educations and stuff like that. So based on all of that, I am sadly very far away, if you know what I mean. Like I would say I'm like 30% in goal, Michaela, like 30%. Yeah, real life. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I know a lot of content creators who does this for full time because they don't have kids, because they don't have a huge house they have to pay stuff for, you know. Well, we better all work hard at this. Well, it's, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I have chosen a life where I said, you know what, I want first kids, I want a wife, I want house, I want cars. Then it's my own fault. It's my own fault I have, you know, big bills. I need to pay a lot of bills. So, yeah, that's what I chose. Where some other content creators I know, they don't have kids and all that. They just live in an apartment and pay almost no bills. It's a different life. And yeah. But I appreciate you asking. Any rules for the guild faction? No, it's a cross-faction, cross-server. The most active one is in Europe, which is the one I'm in. And on the US one, we also have one, but there's not as many people on the Europe one. And I am also on the Europe one, mostly at the time also. You talked some time back on your Discord due to a build that was missing some things. I don't think you remember though. Also, you can just call me Nas. Nas, I would probably be guilty and say that my DMs get quite full sometimes from people asking SBA questions, and then, you know, whenever like a new person comes in, then I forget that the other person behind that, you know what I mean? Like, it just keeps, my head keeps rolling with all the different names I keep seeing, and I keep forgetting other people. So I am sadly Nas. I'm probably guilty saying I'm not 100% sure I remember that. Ari Louisa, you help a lot, even though sometimes I feel like I don't know what I am doing in this setup. Well, I appreciate that, Avery Louisa. And again, you can always ask me in the question room in the Discord, or just private message me if you have any questions regarding how to set up any of the builds, anything like that. Just ask me. Like, it's fine. Like, no worries at all. Any update about in-game Bliss add-ons, especially damage meters? Didn't play WoW for a month. Well, we do have the damage meter now, as you can see in the top left corner, and it works. I feel, for me as a casual player, it can enough. I know a lot of like hardcore players, it's not enough for them, but for me as a casual player, it's more than enough. Camel, not your fault, it's a blessing. Well, I appreciate that, Camel. And I mean, you can see Vanguard's comment. He still feels, well, Vanguard still feels like it's missing a lot of things, where in me it has enough. But it depends who you ask. But I mean, compared to details, of course, it can't do like anything from like a lot of those things. Nas, by the way, thank you for using your Prime in here. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for that. Roxy, from a family economic standpoint, I'd never go full-time content creator, as content creator is unstable income source. It's one change an interest and suddenly it doesn't work anymore. Whereas 7.9 is stable, 100% more secure source and unreliable. 100%, like I would only ever go full-time on YouTube streaming, SBA stuff, if I was in a position where, if I saw the income was so big coming from YouTube or something like that, where it was like, okay, this is alone this month, I have earned enough for like paying bills the next 4 months, something like that, something insane, then I would do it. But if it's only like enough for exactly the month, no, never. Then I might ask my job if I could go down in time, saying, hey, can I get 1 day off? You don't pay me for that day, and then I can, something like in between. Hey, Patis, welcome in. And again, Nas, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it, man. And Kirit, thank you for the follow. Consecration feels like lucky sometimes. You can get the right chance, make millions, or at least over 200k in a year, and happy for a few years. Yeah, 100% Vanguard. That's the thing. Like you can either, because I know a lot of bigger content creators where I thought they earned way more, but then I found out, they earn less than my full-time job, where I'm like, damn, okay, how do you even pay bills? And then you have other content creators where they just like swim in money, and you're like, okay. High risk, high reward, TPC, sometimes the risk outweighs the benefits, but I got family, more touch stuff, yeah. Nas, alright, I'm off to bed. Have a good evening. You too, man. Nas, thank you again for the Prime. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time, perhaps. And to all the new people, in case you didn't know, I do have a stream schedule now. So in case you want to know when I'm actually streaming, I'm streaming every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. If I need to max crit, max normal dungeons compared to between people with same spec and race, so that's why details will be better all day, every day. I see. Are the talents for Holy the same for dungeon and raid and dungeons? If you're talking about the Holy Paladin, yes, because it's basically we just focus on healing from damage. But again, that Holy Paladin is not going to be like, top tier. It's just going to be like enough. Roxy, so the average time it takes to go from unemployed to finding a new job is between 11 and 24 weeks. So I'd only go full time if I could afford no income for 30 weeks. And me personally, I think I would only go full time if I had enough money for like a year. If I had like, let's say I had a content creation bank account, and that one had enough money for a year of payment, then I would probably do it, because then I know that I would have a year to see how it would go, especially with the kids and family and blah 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 blah. But yeah, 30 weeks sounds also good, but I would probably bump it up to 52 and take that. Savior and Dwalin, I just got to say this. When I joined and joined your channel on Discord, you had about 16k members. So I say congrats to passing 20k, and even passing 21k. Your community has grown the last month. It shows your guide is most wanted by people. Keep up the good work. Well, Sapien, thank you so much for noticing that. I have noticed that it's the same thing when my Discord in old days used to have like 200 people for like a couple of years, many years. And then I started making these SBA guides, and I told everyone, hey, my guides, the talents are on my Discord, and it just took off after that. And it's just crazy to have a Discord with 20,001 people in there. Like it's really cool. So yeah, thank you, Sapien. But I mean I'm also making the builds now in there, so yeah. Are the talents for holding the same for rate? Yeah. Minor changes in specific 5 where you need passive healing or demand bigger burst cooldown. Also, stupid question, is it best to have Paladin for red holy, or can I have Paladin, or can one Paladin have both? I mean, my Paladin is going to be red, holy, and protection. Like all the different specs. So I would say yes, for sure, because all the gear you have could technically be used in all the different specs except like trinkets and weapons. So I would say, like, if you're casual like me, for sure. I mean, yes, of course. Yeah, of course you could do that. It would only be like small things like trinkets and weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, I would say no problem with that. Katers, good night all, good stream. Well, thank you, Katers, for being here. Really appreciate it, man. Highly appreciate it. Dvala, have you seen the new Survival Hunter Boomstick talent tree? Tanker, are you talking about like the bottom talent they have down here? I also need to go in and find it. Talent again for Archer. Export. Import. Aristos, the SBA guys are in demand because I think Midnight actually is very popular for returning, and casual players, me included, like you mentioned, having a 2-income household with kids, no time to try hard, a lot of time and nostalgia to be casual. 100%. Yeah, because I mean that's the same thing with me. I don't. Like, don't get me wrong, I know we also, of course, have a few people watching who likes to try hard in the game. I don't want to, like, think about, like, you know, too much about, like, different stats and stuff like that. So I'm personally a guy who, I go after the highest eye level. You know, if my weapon is eye level 120 or 130, I pick the one with 130 because it's highest. I don't want to think too much about the small stats. I like to play SBA because then I don't have to learn different rotations on many different classes, and, you know, just having a good time, especially like exactly as you're saying. Hiddenwell, how you doing today, Mr. Dvalin? Well, better. Not perfect still like last time, but better. It's definitely going better. Oh, no, not the bottom section. It's basically a kill command stamped on Boomstick. It's basically one-shot mobs player. I see. Well, I will save that one. The talent you have there, I'm saving it. Tanker, and I'll have a look at it tomorrow. Thank you for sharing that one with me. But yeah, hidden well, yeah, that's an improvement. That's what we like to hear. Yeah. But the nasty bug inside me still don't want to leave my body. So eventually, I hope. We're gonna have the single button. And we're gonna go into here. With nothing as well. Like that. Stun Monkey. I play prot for my guild, raids, and red for delves and other stuff. Yeah, and I mean, especially like prot and red, you can use many of the same trinkets because they give strength and stamina and stuff like that, so it's great. Except, is that the same for the red pally? I mean, the red pally build we have is currently just the one for dungeon delves and open world, because the first 4 to 6 months in Midnight, we're not going to have raids. So all the builds I'm going to be making now for Midnight is going to be dungeon, open world, delves, and stuff like that, and not focused on raid, because the first many weeks of Midnight, there is no raid. Can I use that build for the within raids? I mean, well, technically, yeah, that should be fine. Of course, if you really want to min-max and get the last 5% crisp out, you might want to steal one from Wowhead in the talent section. But I mean, this one should be fine for like casual content as well. Aristo's prayer system might also be something that deserves its own SBA build in time. It will be something I will focus on at least. Do you think dungeon build will be fine, or do? No, so my dungeon builds should be fine for prey, because I always automatically pick. Self-healing and self-sustain bowl for my builds, so that should be inside the dungeon build automatically. I always like remove a few utility and pick self-healing. So meta builds, they probably don't have that thing for you, but my builds for dungeon is gonna have that inside it, so they work for delves and prey. Aristos, thank you so much for subscribing in here. I really appreciate it, man. Enjoy the no ads viewing, and thank you so much for subbing in here. Highly, highly appreciate it. Yeah, it's pure world content, quest achievement, rares, etc. for the first few weeks for every expansion. Exactly. So that's why we're not focusing on raid builds for the Midnight expansion I'm making now. That will be after the 4 weeks, or whatever we can say. Okay, let's look into this. So what spells is the single button actually using? What spells do we don't have to take out? Fury of Elune, Incarnation, Lunar Eclipse, Mark of the Wild, Moonfire, Moonkin Form, Starfall, Starfire, Star Surge, Sunfire, Ref. There we go. Well, you take time to answer questions here. I appreciate it, and have been watching your SBA guides on YouTube last week, so you earned it. Well, thank you, Aristas. I am always trying to answer everyone in my chat, no matter who. Thank you for the sub on YouTube, by the way, JB. But I'm always trying to answer everyone in the chat, because as you can see, my chat is not moving like other streamers. And that's not a bad thing saying, by the way. I'm just saying, like, it's not like, you know what I mean. When you go to some of the other streamers, you can't see anything. It's just like, blah, 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 blah. So here I can actually read it, which I like. But we'll see. Maybe that changes one day. But yeah, I still, again, really appreciate it. And also, Magat Zone, thank you so much also for using your Prime in here. Really, really appreciate it. Elvanio, good night, everyone. Well, good night, Elvanio. Thank you for being here today. Really appreciate it. Highly appreciate it. And I'll see you next time, man. Seth, you actually have time to answer. I love that. 100%. 100%. I like that. I like that. Why I like smaller streamers can actually chat with the streamer. Yeah. Though I must admit, Jordan, or Stone of Jordan, I know other streamers where the chat is as slow as mine or slower, and for some reason they still don't manage to read half or a third of the comments, and that can really make me so annoyed when I go into a streamer and I write a message and my message doesn't move. It's just like it's there. It's right in front of you, and they never read it. It's just like, I'm just like, read the goddamn chat. And that's why I'm trying to read everything, because it pisses me off when a streamer who has a slow chat doesn't see a message, because it's like, that's why you stream. That is to, talk with people. But where it feels like some people, when they stream, it's like, they just want, you know what I mean? They just want money. They don't care. They don't care about this stream. They just want money. You know what I mean? Although it's impressive how Asmund can pick up and follow his chat. I mean, well, I have seen how he does his pattern, and he kind of like skims it and see the same words he recognizes, and then he randomly sometimes also picks like one, and then talks about that, which I guess you have to do. Like when I don't know if you saw the stream I had where I streamed with the official World of Warcraft channel. On that one also, I had to I had to pick random comments sometimes and just answer them. I couldn't answer all of them because we had 3,000 people watching. Asmo has a lot of viewer bots as well. Probably. Okay, let's test which spells this single button actually uses and doesn't use, so I don't need to put them down on my macro, or my key bindings. So it uses Sunfire and Moonfire. It actually uses Fury of the Loon, so we don't need to use that one. It used Eclipse, Starfall. Okay, so it uses Fury of the Loon, I believe, but it doesn't use Incarnation. And it actually also used Lunar Eclipse. Okay. Which one are you doing now? Balanced Druid. Balanced Druid. Okay, cool. Chat isn't worth to read anyway. As you can say, Dragon. When he did a poll, only 800 people voted out of 440k. Doesn't prove anything. Some people just don't care to vote. Yeah, I mean, well, but I mean, at least his he still has proven he earns insane amount of money. Like when he shows the ad revenue, it's crazy. Hey, Crumtar, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, that's me. Oh, so you're the balance druid we're making builds for now. We already have Ursox. We already have Typhoon and Solar Beam. Well, we could technically put that one over there. And then Solar Beam here instead. Aristos, I should have mentioned it, huh? Let's not make this chat about... No, exactly. We're here for the SBA bills and progress, right? Exactly. Thank you for the Eddie, thank you for the YouTube sub, and also a name I cannot pronounce, but thank you as well for the YouTube sub. Highly appreciate it. So has anyone tried Warlock in... No, I have not, but I was so close buying the Warlock in Diablo 2, But I'm actually, personally, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till he comes out in Diablo 4 on the 28th of April. So I decided to not put, because they said the Warlock we have in Diablo 2 is going to be a much weaker version of the one we get in Diablo 4. The one in Diablo 4 is going to have way more spells and big effects and stuff like that, so I'm going to wait for that one. Buffel, thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. Okay, let me just finish this one here. Cancel and remove curves. Kafka, did Festoyer SBA break with the latest patch? I actually don't know if the talent I still have works or not works, but I will soon make an updated version for it on the Midnight beta here. So when Midnight releases in, as you can see here, in 11 days, then it's gonna have a build ready for it. And this is actually very nice, making all these builds before Midnight comes out, because then I don't have to rush leveling up all the different classes in Midnight to make all these builds. Festival did get a nerf that will be live on the 17th. Oh. Cool, I made a monk just because of that video. Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna enjoy it. It's fun, but I think it got nerfed, or some of the builds are outrageous. Yeah, and I think, yeah, Resto's also saying now that it's getting nerfed to the 17, but it should still be fun. It should still be fun, don't worry. Mester Ashley, thank you so much for using your Prime in here. Highly, highly appreciated. Of all the channels you have used your Prime on, you chose here, so thank you for that. Thank you for that. Sunfire, Typhoon, Vortex. That one could be efficient. Brave Alone, we don't need that one. We don't need that. Okay, cool. Aristos are all buff, but nerfed to some specific that makes Fist Viewer run. Probably still viable though. Yeah, I'm sure it's still gonna be like viable, but I have a feeling that Blizzard maybe don't want it, like, you know, like in War Within, where it was the mates of a dungeon builds. Okay, so what should we even put down here? Yeah, I guess like that. Like it. Almost no spells. Nice. And then we need the cooldown manager. Don't want that, don't want that. We only want things that actually has a cooldown here. Yep. Nope. There you go. They buff damage on most healers for the next patch on the 17th. This means they need to nerf some interactions. I did see that they buffed this weirdly thing where every time you get a level, you get it like increased percentage thing. Where for some healers it was only like 10%, and other healers it was like 50% or something like that. But yeah, I noticed that part. That one exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we don't need that one. Don't need that, don't need that. Eclipse, Star-Lord. Incarnation. Holy shit. Okay, that was bigger than I thought. Sorry if I just broke your ear. Cool. I think this one is ready. Balance Druid. Now I'm just gonna do... That was what she said. Broke your ear. I'm not sure how often she said that to me. I'm sorry, I broke your ear. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. Okay. I was like... Darwin was like, that's a bit odd. That is a bit odd. I also need to go to bed soon. Usually I would play to 1 AM, which is still in 2 hours. But I can feel because of this flu here, I need a little bit more sleep than usually. Usually I could do 6 hours sleep, like no problem at all. Totally fine for me. But right now, because of this dumb flu, I need a little bit more. The ear thing would be odd indeed. Yeah, true. It looks like your flu isn't completely gone yet. No, Nilknath, no. It's not. It just refuses to leave me, and it's been here since Tuesday. Like, actually Monday. So tomorrow, it would have been in my body for like an entire week. So I also think this talent here is probably going to be the last one I'm going to set up. And then we need sleep. It's annoying, very annoying. Because I enjoy stream, you know, I enjoy sit here, so, but no. Doesn't allow me. Doesn't allow me. There we go. This is not for raids. This is a dungeon build. This one as well. This is also... Oh my god, no. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Keybinds. Get Michaela, get rest. You will not get better if you don't. Yeah, 100%. And that's also why I'm leaving after this talent here, so I can still get 7 hours of sleep. You know, 6, 7, maybe 6 or 7, 6, 7 hours. Namre, gotta look after yourself. Has been a nice chill stream though. Been playing in the background while I work. I appreciate that, Namre. Really appreciate that. Clear Tone, it's fun to watch you build it and then boom, see it on the Discord. Yeah, it's just like first we test it and then boom, now it's there. I appreciate Clear Tone, you want to be here to see the progress. Once Midnight releases, we're going to be seeing less of this. We're going to be seeing more live streams where I'm actually going to be playing, you know, because when the Midnight releases, we're actually going to level, you know. We're going to level from 80 to 90. So, of course, there's going to be a lot of streaming with that. I'm going to have a 24-hour stream with the new expansion. Lots of gameplay stream, and we're gonna be doing raids every Wednesday with the guild. So every every Wednesday there's going to be raid with the guild where everyone is welcome. Callow, please make a Death Knight single bottom build. I will soon get to Death Knight, don't you worry. There is already one on my Discord, but I think it's outdated. I don't think that one works anymore. What does it say here? Intellect, haste, mastery. And then we have crit versatility is actually the same, okay. Then I'm just gonna put yeah, let's just do it like this. Yeah, I checked them out. Yeah, okay. We'll get to the Death Knight soonish. I might also do a few builds offline, since, you know, when I do them without streaming, they also go a little bit faster. But that's only because I don't speak them. Okay, cool. Balance Druid done. So now we can go into this room here. And we can go to Druid. Well, actually, under Paladin, we can do here Holy. And under Druid, we can write Balance. Resto. Cool. And then we can go up in Post and write Paladin. All your free specs are now ready for level 81 to 90. Midnight. Red. Rod. Holy. Druid. 2 out of 4 specs are now ready for level 8190. Midnight. Oh, we write it to someone called Nighttime. Are you going to be SBA in the raid? I will 100% center. 100%. Balance. Restoration Druid. Cool. So we got those 5 specs ready now. For midnight. That's nice. Now, technically, that means I have five videos I can make now. A Protection Paladin video, Retribution Paladin video, and so on. Cool, I'm gonna wait. Hope not too long. I should, Callow, I should get to it soonish. Soonish, probably something, yes. I should soon. Pat's great work was well appreciated. Appreciated. Aristo is like a boom can. Boom can. Yeah, exactly. I'm still. So you know, I know a lot of people have found me through my videos, my single button assistant guide videos, and I'm really right now thinking like, how the hell should I make those videos? Saint Valen, you just gotta drink some mead before bed, and you'll be alright tomorrow. What is mead? M-E-A-D. Could you? What is that? Is that like tea with honey, or are you talking about beer? But I'm really thinking about like how I should make my videos, because if you have watched some of my single button videos, some of them has been 20 minutes long, some of them has been 1 hour, some of them has been 2 hours, and it's just like, I think I'm gonna try see if I can make them 30 minutes long. Where I'm gonna first say like, hi, this is what this video is about. This is the stats I would recommend you. This is the talents we have. I have chosen this talent because of that. Not like what I used to do before, where I go through every single talent. I think that's too much. So I'm just gonna like, you know, pick like 5-10 talents and say I have these, and that's because it makes the build blah blah blah. So that was the intro stat talents. Very quickly, a talents introduction. then a rotation introduction, and the rotation introduction would just be something like, this is the key binds you need down on your key. You only need these spells down here. That's everything you need down here to be able to play. And as a balanced druid, of course, we basically have to press 1. Like, press 1, and it will do all the cooldowns for you, except Incarnation. You would need to press Incarnation yourself. And that, of course, allows you to, you know, use 3 different interrupts, Solar Beam, Wild Charge, Self-Healing, blah, 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 blah. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, okay, you're right. I probably didn't copy the... Oh, the talents are right. I know you're about to sleep and I should, but just in case you're passing the talent string balance doesn't match the screenshot. It is the right talents, but the problem is you're importing them on a level 80 character, and you don't have as many points as I have on this character here, so it's gonna remove some of them, I believe. Because you can see I just clicked now, share, copy, and I just replaced the key. I just replaced the talents now. Boom. And it says it's the same. So it's because you are lower level and I'm like 90. So if I import this on a level 80 character, it's gonna sacrifice something, and I don't think it knows what to sacrifice. Exactly, level 90 versus level 80. Exactly. So it's gonna sacrifice whatever like it picks on you. Hops Todd, 25 to 30 minutes, 100%, I agree with you. That's also what I want to try aim. Saying it's a drink of the gods, Viking beer. Yeah, okay, meat, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Baker Cat, I honestly like the gameplay section part you have at the end to see how it plays. So Baker Cat, I was thinking about splitting that into 2 videos. One video where it is just the guide. This is the talents, this is the intro, this is the stats, this is the rotation. Goodbye. And then I wanted to make a second video where we test the gameplay and talk about it. So, you know, Balanced Druid is going to get 2 videos, one with the dungeon gameplay and one where it's just the guide. Because else the video will become an hour long. Guardian next? Yeah, I will be doing probably Guardian tomorrow. Avery, I want to have my spells small like you. Like you need to look for how to make it. I want to have my spells small like you need to make it look. What do you mean, Avery? Like you want them smaller than I have here. No. You can also shorten the intro about stats. You take quite long explaining like item level prio. You're right about that one. About talents, it's way more interesting to know why it works and how SBA works compared to meta. True. What's the thing that show you rotation in the mid screen? It's an add-on called True VGCD. Callow, I think that's good. I think I'll try and make a single button build. I think it's good, and I think try and make a single button build for every class as far as possible, because there's no video for every class, so that would make a lot of subscribers, viewers, I think. Yeah, you're right, Callow. 20-30 minutes, yeah. Hey, what rogue did you say was like Fury Warrior or something like that? Harry, that's Outlaw. The Outlaw rogue. Okay, that makes sense. Baker, oh, like an example video, that sounds good. Yeah, exactly, Baker. Like having one video that is purely a guide video, and one video that is like that is purely like me going through a dungeon, talking about how it works. Because I've seen a lot of other people actually making those videos only, so why not make both? Yeah. When I watch your videos, sometimes it's just nice to explain what the talents does, because either I'm too lazy or overwhelmed by the tree to actually figure it out. And I totally understand what you mean. Like, I know a lot of people have appreciated that I have basically been reading the entire thing to explain why all this makes sense. But I think it became too much because the videos, they just became longer. So I need to find some kind of like middle ground. But I will experiment with that later this week. Okay, thank you very much. Never played Rogue, so thought I might give it a go. Yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy Outlaw. It's a fun spec. Alright, so I need to go to bed, because then I can at least get like 6 or 7 hours of sleep before I have to wake up tomorrow. And hopefully get rid of this annoying flu or whatever virus I have in my body. You sound better today compared to Friday? Yeah, I am definitely better. But still, I still have it inside me, so it's annoying. Which is why I'm gonna end early tonight. We have only streamed for like 3 hours. I normally do like 4 or 5 hours, but I should probably prioritize getting this thing out of my body. So yeah, but we're gonna end it short here. Shorter videos will get more new viewers once they have watched a couple of your videos with timestamps. I know it can watch your video for 1 hour long, if I want, skip to what I need to post to timestamp. Yeah, the shorter ones are definitely the ones that's gonna like click more people in. I like the current format. These videos have logic, and I like when you explain interact across the stats, priorities, talent, and rotation makes sense. Yeah, like do shorts of this. This is what I do because of this, and works like this. And then if you want to have time, maybe only big patches do like 3 explanation. True. We could do that. Deacon Slacker. I know, right? Only 3 hour stream. Michaela Knight, yeah, thank you, Michaela, for joining in on the stream. Really appreciate it. Have a good night as well. And Ristos, yeah, get well, mate. Well, thank you. I'll be back on. I have an next stream on Wednesday, so that means I got Monday and Tuesday to experiment with the new single button videos. Also, have a great and Ristos, yeah, well, get well, mate. Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it, and thank you again for subscribing to the channel. Hofstad, have a great night and get some rest. Make sure you hydrate. Yeah, 100%. Namrev, take care, Chief. Well, thank you. Thank you again for being here. Harry, okay, have a good one. Take care. You too, man.
Water.
And Heave Herb feel better, and thanks. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Thank you for being here. Saying good night, Dvalin. Feel better soon. You can join the next strange event in the guild. Well, soon midnight is gonna be out, and then naturally, passively, we're gonna start raiding every Wednesday. So that will be hosted by me. Drink lots of water. Have a good night. See you next stream. Well, thank you, Storm of Jordan. See you next time, and let's see that 8 stream streak go through. Appreciate it again. Amos, welcome to stream. First time chatting. Hope you feel better, my guy. Being sick sucks. It does, and I can't remember since last time I was this sick. Like this time was like, what the hell happened? Mundani, hope you feel better as well. And well, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Definitely see you next time, man. Seth, feel better, man. Glad you're back. Was lost without you. Seth, I appreciate that. Okay, well, thank you. I think we have said and Staya, I'm leaving now, Staya. It's bedtime for me, so I can hopefully get a little bit better. But thank you for stopping by the YouTube stream. Slick64, great first time here. Look forward to more. Well, thank you so much for finding this place here, and I hope to see you again. So thank you for being here, everyone. So good night, everyone. Have a great night, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Yeah, because I stream every... Actually, let's just put it up here. Yeah. Every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It's my new little schedule. I'm testing it off. So yeah, I'll see you Wednesday. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good night. Good night, good night, good night.